So this is an interesting one here. I actually went on YouTube. You say your car's broke. You don't know how to fix it, quite how to fix it. You go to YouTube. If you're mechanically inclined, you could figure it out between YouTube and yourself and fix whatever the problem is, whether your house, your car, whatever it may be. Usually, not all the time. But I did the same thing here. I did some 3D printing. I got a 3D printer, and it's not no fault to the printer or myself, but you can see here that this is so thin. And it was like you can see it through there. I don't know if the lights are coming. You can see my finger. You can see it's so thin. See, look, it's way too flimsy. I tried to make the walls bigger. It was like $1.30 something on one of the prints available to buy. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna print my own Cobra Commander, hooded Cobra Commander, because when I was a kid, like I said, or in my last video, I sent away. I got to go get another GI Joe pamper from maybe one of the vintage stores around here and get an O-ring and fix this, because this is the only thing I have left was my mail away hooded GI Joe, and I have it in a special box over there with some other figures that are kind of important to me. So I'm not trying to say that, I'm a GI Joe expert, but I haven't collected GI Joes in such a long time. But I'm going to fix this. But the reason why we're here is because I did several successful prints, but because this would have been just about the same size as that one, but they're so thin, as you can see. The walls are so thin. But he did say in the that's a trial run, $1.30 for the print. I paid it. He said it was hollow, so I could fill this with resin and really make it work if I wanted it to. But you can see it chipped right there. So, and I'm just gonna do nothing with these. And several prints I tried heavy supports, medium supports. It's just so flimsy. I would have to do a lot of work to get it to where I need it to be. But anyway, and I went on YouTube to see. I knew the hooded Cobra was never going to happen. Hasbro was never going to put out the hooded Cobra, and this has been done. And where I got the very first video from when I googled hooded Cobra was what's his name? A Punk with Toys. I think he's a primarily GI Joe guy. I don't know. I only came across his channel because of this, what he did. And after that, I found a few more people. They did it too, and I jumped right on that same. I hate the phrase bandwagon, but I did, but I do like this. I do like to have the undercover guy with the briefcase. But Soldier of Fortune, I bought it. I do like the yellow guy. I may get that yellow guy. The red guy's cool too. Yellow is cool. But anyway, I want to open these up, man. And I know this has been done. I'm not expecting this video to really go crazy, but if you check out my videos and you've been sticking around, I appreciate it. I thank you. We're gonna open these up. You can get these at Target. They're still at Target. $27 or whatever. But I was going to wait the next week to do this, but I figured, no, man, they'll sell them all out. And I'm weird. I'll be at work all week thinking I'm not going to be able to get Cobra Commander and have to order it from online. But went to my local nearest Target, picked it up. So I'm going to get them out of the box, and we're going to look at these two, and then we'll get out of here. So just in case you're interested, the enemy comes with some really good stuff, man. He's going to run you about $40. I got it from Big Bad Toy Store. I don't know if Big Bad Workshop is affiliated with Big Bad Toy Store. I don't know. I don't know much about it. I will say I primarily bought it just for this head sculpt, and he's a cool looking underagent looking guy. You know what I mean? Sort of like some Roswell looking stuff. I do say I like the paint. I love the customize, but I will say that his let me see here. Let's stick it up a little bit here. I will say, if I was going to complain about this, let me get a little closer. You can see on top of the sunglasses where they missed. So that's the only thing I think is really. The tie's fine. Really good paint app for what. For $40 it better be. I don't know much about this line, like I said, but it feels good. It's got a whole bunch of different articulation if that's what you're looking for when it comes to these type of things. Me, not so much. I guess now that I'm going to try to do some kind of Cobra versus Marvel is my plan. That's what I'm going to do. That's why I'm buying kind of going out here and buying some stuff. So he comes with the hooded mask because that's why we're here. At least that's why I'm here. That's going to be for Cobra for a second. But I tell you, for 40 bucks, he comes with some good stuff. See on the bottom here, and I'll show you. Cobra, I mean, usually G.I. Joe does come with some good stuff. A lot of stuff. They usually pack your box full of stuff. But right now, I don't know. You know, we're just going to look at what the Soldier Fortune guy came with. He comes with a cool stand. He comes with, these are always useful, man. These are nice. I love these things. These blast things that go on the end of the gun, you know, sort of like this. I really like these things. They're really useful and I love them. The blast that came with the Stinger, they look horrible and cheap. See? I don't think I'm even going to use them because they just look stupid in my opinion. That's the video I just put up if you want to check that out. That'll be at the end of the video in the description as well. But I love these blast things. He comes with some cool guns. I want to build an armory for, you know, the Punisher. That'd be cool. And I'm trying to get a whole bunch of guns together. My daughter gave me some guns for Christmas a couple years ago. I guess this is smoke from one gun. I never saw this before. That's kind of neat and very creative. Yeah, it is. See? It's smoke. So that's pretty cool. I never saw this before, but I don't buy gun packs, which I probably should, but I think I got enough now where I don't have to buy any. But here's the hands he comes with. He comes with the trigger figure hands, which is cool. I think I'm going to keep him carrying the briefcase. I thought he came with the briefcase. I could be wrong. Maybe I bought him and I said I can use him for my briefcase. That's what it was. Here's what I'm going to do. This came with the Punisher and Nick Fury 2-pack. The bag of money. This is, I said, yes, I'm going to use him. That he doesn't come with a briefcase. I thought to myself, I'm going to have him carry a briefcase just like this. He's sort of going to be like the, you know, the Roswell type of guy, you know, where it's Roswell, whatever. Let me put my finals thing over here in the corner. If you play finals, I like finals. Me and my daughter play it all the time. Me and my daughter and my son, my couple sons. Anyway. So that's what he comes with. He comes for 40 bucks. You know, I know things are going up, but it's okay. I know it's plastic. It's probably a waste of money for a lot of people, and it probably is. But you know what, man? It makes me happy. I don't know why it makes me happy, but it does. So here we are in the main event right here. Cobra Commander. The head sculpt looks amazing, but I never liked Cobra Commander's face. I thought he was stupid, in my opinion. When the hooded one was out when I was a kid, it was awesome. I don't know if this is a transmitter by something, or I don't know what this is. I don't know what that would be back here for. I don't know. I just dropped the smoke from his gun. But we're going to put his gun, he's going to put his knife into his pouch. This is not a review because Cobra Commander's been out for a while. He's still paid warming at Target. What I'm going to do, I don't like his gun though. I don't like his gun. See, I don't like his gun. His gun looks stupid. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a fisted hand and a pointing finger. So we're just going to take, and I do like the stand it comes with. It's a nice stand. If that was black, I mean red, that'd be cool. I'm going to see if I can pop it. I hope they don't break. Maybe I should get the hairdryer. I don't know. I'm going to warm it up. I'll be back. Okay, we're back. I got the hairdryer out because I wasn't sure. I didn't want to bust his head. The DC Multiverse heads come right off. I wasn't sure about this one, but here we go. I know this is a little floppy. I'm just going to cut that ball joint out. I'm just going to just shave it down to where it needs to be. Icky tack. Probably use just some icky tack like everybody else says online. But that's what I'm talking about right there. We're going to see how his hands come off here. Hold on, let me get his hands off. There we go. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. We're going to point with the right hand. I believe it is, or no, what is it? Yeah, it's the right hand. We're going to point with the right hand. And like I said, if you're going to get your Cobra, they're paid warming at Target, man. They're paid warming at Target. I'm going to put a fist on. Make sure I put the right fist on. I'm going to put the wrong fist on here. Put the right fist on so he doesn't have backwards thumbs. So, there we go. Okay, so there we are. So we gotta, maybe we'll do some stuff like this he would do, you know, like some stuff like that. Now this, you know, now that is one awesome looking Cobra Commander. That is one awesome looking Cobra Commander. Look at that. He stands right up. That is, does that bring you joy? It brings me joy. Cobras are going to be victorious. So now I never liked Cobra Commander's head, his silver head, and his voice was stupid, to be honest. And I did not like his shoes. I wish he had boots. I would probably like to put boots on him. If I have to, I can saw these off with a Dremel and get a G.I. Joe guy. That's what I'm probably going to do. I'm going to modify this Cobra. But for right now, this is out of control. I know this is stupid, but this brings me back when I was a kid, when I had somehow the pamper broke, and I don't know how I kept this. I don't even remember keeping it, but I kept it in my special box. I know it sounds stupid, special box, but it's the truth. I have a special box of like 8 figures. So there it is. The center point of any Cobra Commander, Cobra battalion, is the hooded Cobra Commander. And if we don't get one, so what? So you got to figure, this will run you about $30, $27, let's say 30. This will run you 40. But all the stuff you get, it doesn't matter. If it's what you want, do it, man. Thanks for watching. And that's one badass Cobra Commander right there. I'll see you on the next one.
I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more time. Say what again. Say what again.
What?